The Ring That Never Stops, Understanding Tinnitus. A Meds Insights original presentation. The sound no one else can hear. It begins quietly. Maybe you're sitting alone in a silent room, reading or resting. And then, out of nowhere, you hear it. A faint ringing, a buzz, a whistle, or maybe a soft hum. You look around, but there's nothing making that sound. For many people, this moment is their first experience of tinnitus, a sound that lives not in the world around them, but inside their own ears. A sound that, for some, comes and goes, and for others, never leaves. Tinnitus affects millions of people worldwide, from teenagers blasting music through headphones to older adults losing hearing with age. But what exactly is happening inside the ear when you hear something no one else does? Let's take a journey through the science, the symptoms, the causes, and the solutions to understand the mysterious sound called tinnitus. What exactly is tinnitus? Tinnitus isn't a disease, it's a symptom. A sign that something in your hearing system is not working as it should. It's the perception of sound without an external source. That means your brain is generating a sound signal, ringing, buzzing, clicking, hissing, or roaring when there's no sound wave entering your ear. Some people describe it as a high-pitched tone, others as a deep hum. It can be constant or intermittent, soft or loud, in one ear or both. For some, it's only noticeable at night. For others, it's a 24-hour companion. How hearing works and why it can go wrong. To understand tinnitus, we need to understand how hearing actually happens. Inside your inner ear is a coiled structure called the cochlea. It's lined with tiny hair cells, each tuned to respond to a specific sound frequency. When sound waves enter your ear, they make these cells vibrate, sending electrical signals to your brain through the auditory nerve. Now imagine some of those hair cells get damaged from loud noise, infection, or aging. They start sending random electrical impulses, as if they're firing even when no sound is present. Your brain interprets those signals as real sound, and that's tinnitus. It's like a broken microphone constantly picking up feedback. The many faces of tinnitus. Tinnitus doesn't sound the same for everyone. It can be subjective or objective. Subjective tinnitus is the most common. Only the person hearing it can perceive it. Objective tinnitus is rare. It comes from actual body sounds like blood flow or muscle contractions, and sometimes a doctor can hear it with a stethoscope. The sound itself varies. Ringing, like a distant bell. Buzzing, like electricity. Whistling, a high tone that fades in and out. Clicking, rhythmic, like a clock. Roaring, deep, like ocean waves. Tinnitus can even change pitch or pattern over time. The causes, what triggers the ringing. The causes of tinnitus are diverse. Sometimes it's obvious, other times hidden deep in the nervous system. Noise-induced hearing damage. One of the leading causes. Concerts, construction sites, motorcycle engines, or even earbuds at high volume can permanently harm those delicate hair cells. Once damaged, they never regenerate. Earwax blockage. Yes, something as simple as earwax buildup can cause temporary tinnitus. When wax traps sound waves or presses on the eardrum, your brain may fill in the missing sound with an internal tone. Aging, presbycusis. As we age, the hair cells naturally weaken, leading to both hearing loss and tinnitus. Medications. Certain drugs are ototoxic, meaning they can harm hearing. Examples: large doses of aspirin, antibiotics like gentamicin, chemotherapy drugs, and some diuretics. Health conditions: high blood pressure, thyroid issues, diabetes, and even neck or jaw problems, TMJ, can contribute. Stress and anxiety. Surprisingly, mental tension amplifies tinnitus. When the body is in fight or flight mode, your brain's perception of noise increases, turning a faint hum into an unbearable roar. The emotional impact. For many people, tinnitus isn't just an ear issue, it's an emotional one. Imagine trying to fall asleep while a phantom whistle plays endlessly. Imagine studying or working while your ears buzz constantly. Over time, this can cause frustration, anxiety, depression, and even insomnia. It's a loop. Stress makes tinnitus worse, and tinnitus causes more stress. That's why treatment isn't just about the ear, it's about the mind too. Diagnosing tinnitus. Diagnosis begins with a simple question. What does the sound in your ear feel like? Doctors usually perform ear examination to check for wax or infection, hearing tests, audiometry, imaging scans, CT or MRI if the cause is unclear or one-sided, medical history review to spot drug or lifestyle triggers, treatment and management. There's no one cure for tinnitus, but there are many ways to manage it and, for many, make it nearly disappear. Treat the underlying cause. Remove wax, change medications, or treat an infection. Hearing aids. For those with hearing loss, hearing aids amplify outside sounds, helping mask the internal ringing. Sound therapy. Playing gentle background noise like ocean waves, rain sounds, or white noise can distract the brain from the ringing. Tinnitus retraining therapy. Combine sound therapy with counseling to retrain the brain to ignore the phantom noise over time. Relaxation techniques. Meditation, yoga, and breathing exercises reduce anxiety, which can significantly lower the perception of tinnitus. Medication. While no drug cures tinnitus, antidepressants or anti-anxiety meds can help people cope better. Prevention. Protect your ears. Tinnitus prevention is simple. Protect your hearing before it's too late. Avoid long exposure to loud noise. Keep your earphones below 60% volume. Wear earplugs in noisy environments. Rest your ears after concerts or gaming sessions. Manage blood pressure and stress. Your ears don't regenerate. Once those cells are gone, they're gone for life. Living with tinnitus. Many who once struggled now live peaceful, quiet lives again. They learn to accept, adapt, and train their brains to tune out the sound. It's about shifting focus from the noise to the silence behind it. The key is patience and persistence. With time, therapy, and care, the sound that once dominated your life becomes nothing more than background static. Final words. The silence within. Tinnitus teaches us something powerful. Silence isn't just the absence of sound, it's the presence of peace. If you're hearing a sound that no one else can, don't ignore it. It's your body's whisper asking for attention. Listen to your ears. Protect your peace. And never forget, healing starts with awareness. This has been a Meds Insights feature, simplifying medical knowledge, one heartbeat, one sound at a time.